Hello, my name is Walter Unglaub, and this is How are the velocity and the centripetal force vectors arranged in circular motion? If we consider circular motion, that means we have some object with some mass that is moving about a center point, and it's moving with some rotational rate, omega. You can think of this as an angular frequency or angular velocity. And in circular motion, the direction of the centripetal force is always inward toward the center. So if you're swinging a rock tied to a string, the direction of the centripetal force vector is along the string towards your hand, or wherever the rock is, or the mass in general, is orbiting around. So we denote the centripetal force as F sub c, and because it's a vector, it'll have a little arrow. And the velocity vector will be orthogonal to this centripetal force vector. And this velocity is a linear velocity, and you can write down a relationship between the linear velocity and this angular velocity if you know this distance r, the distance from the center to the mass. That relationship is v is equal to omega times r. So this lets us switch between the angular velocity and the linear velocity. Now, the centripetal force, the magnitude of this force is going to be equal to the mass of the object times its velocity squared divided by the distance r. So you can see that the units of v squared over r is that of acceleration. So as this distance becomes smaller, you'll notice that the centripetal force becomes greater because it's orbiting or swinging around this point much faster. Likewise, if you make the velocity larger, if you start swinging it around faster, the magnitude of the centripetal force will increase as well. My name is Walter Unglaub, and this is How are the velocity and the centripetal force vectors arranged in circular motion?